Hello, everyone, and welcome back to Britton's Hangout Hour, episode 148. And we're bringing back the spin-off show called Some Okie Dudes, because we have another guy from Oklahoma here today. So, woo!
How's it going, everybody?
Yeah, don't clap for me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just Ian.
And the guy from Texas, because,
Boo. I'm just kidding.
Yeah.
But no, seriously though, I'm here with it's kind of interesting getting this together because I met Matt. He's Hobby Vomit, and we met on Discord, and we started hanging out. And he's like, "Hey, can I bring my friend that I do my show with on here?" I'm like, "Yeah, the more the merrier. Let's do it." And we got here. So welcome, Matt and Ian from Hobby Vomit. How you guys doing this evening?
Thank you.
Doing
Thank
very
you.
well. Thank you
doing
very
well.
much.
Happy
Have
to be
you,
here. 148.
Yeah, which is really
It's actually the best
awesome,
number.
by the way.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Special number to Ian, actually.
I got a good one. I'm hoping for 150. I'm trying to get in contact with him right now. It's proving kind of hard. He's pretty good at responding to stuff. So maybe he's been busy, but yeah, no, we'll see how it goes.
Look, we'll be free, Britton. It's okay.
Yeah. So, are we the first duo? I haven't been able to watch all 148 episodes. So, have you been able to do like 1v2?
No,
Fake fan.
I did have two to ramble on a while back.
Nice.
And also the StoryTube. So no, not the first duo, but
First duo at 148, though.
Yeah. First duo from Oklahoma and Texas. I'll say that. There you go.
There you go.
But yeah, so you guys run a channel. You talk books, talk movies. I think you do. I thought I saw some movies on there.
Yeah.
And even some
do
games.
Movies, some games too. Yeah, we do all the hobbies.
Yeah.
Rock wall climbing.
Is that why it's called? Is that why it's called
Free
Hobby
climbing.
Vomit? Because you just vomit out a bunch of hobbies. And you
There
want
it
to
is.
talk about them?
That is why.
We started with Hobby Vomit, and then we just kept with the theme throughout all of the reviews. We're just like, well, we got to lean into it at this point. And so,
Yeah.
You just have a video of you guys vlogging while like rock climbing or something.
Yeah. Oh yeah, we free climb all the time together.
Oh Lord.
We don't.
Matt, do you even like heights?
I mean, I
Indifferent?
feel like I'm indifferent. Yeah.
Mhm.
I mean, you put me at one of the top of those like buildings where you like can lean out over like the glass. I might say something different, but here on the ground, I'm not scared of them.
Yeah, I'm a big wiener. I don't like heights. I don't like them.
Yeah.
I don't do them.
There you
Every
go.
time I fly a plane, I'll shut the little
shut
thing. Makes me feel
What
better.
if you're on like the inside and the person at the window wants it open?
I'll just look away.
You just reach over and slam it.
No, I would not. I would never do that. I've gotten better at like, letting the window open. It's like it's not gonna hurt you. Yeah, I flew by myself for the first time last year. That was an experience. So I just spent most of the time reading. So it was all good. It was all
There you
good.
go.
It was all good.
I have a very funny story about flying when I was a kid. I have a brother, if you don't mind, a small tangent.
No, go ahead.
I have a brother who's 14 months older than myself, and we were flying back from a wedding with my dad. And my dad is just terrified of everything and very vocal about it. So we were like 6 and 7, and we're in this flight, and it's a horrible flight.
Is that why you tried rock climbing? Because you're like, you know what, Dad, screw you. I'm not gonna be scared.
Yeah.
Not gonna be scared of things.
For the record, I don't rock climb. I made that up.
Oh,
I just wanted something adventurous to add to like books, movies, and games.
okay.
Really, that's it. But yeah, really terrible flight. And I remember like I don't have a ton of memory from it, but like lightning was flashing and like bad turbulence.
Oh my
and
god!
Like you think that like the dad in the situation would be like, "Hey, everything's okay," calming. Instead, he's like, "Tell your brother you love him. This is it." Like,
that's terrible.
We're like 6 and 7. Yeah, it was hilarious.
Oh.
So yeah, we just give him crap for it all the time now.
Oh, that's funny. That's funny.
Yeah.
Yeah. No,
I've grown to not be as scared of flying now.
My dad's the exact opposite. Like if he weren't 61, he'd probably go on a bridge and like jump off of it into like the water. There you go. It's just that's just kind of guy he is, a little bit. Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know if I could do skydiving or bungee jumping.
I don't think my dad would do that, but he, If you were like
Just
20 years
casual
younger, he would
bridge jumping.
definitely be like, he likes to like, like he was a big diving board guy back in the day. He liked
Okay.
to do moves on that.
Nice.
Yeah, my dad always taught me to pick your battles, and so I choose not to pick any fights with gravity. That's just my general mantra. Yeah.
There you go. That's smart.
Yeah, you don't that's a good idea. It's a good idea. I remember hearing once about this guy who jumped out of a plane and was like recording something. He forgot a parachute. Unfortunately, he passed away. So
Oh my
don't
gosh.
do that. It's not
Did the recording make it?
I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. Probably not.
I mean, I'm concerned for the guy too, but like, I got the conclusion. He didn't make it.
It's probably just like wind just whooshing the whole time.
Yeah.
Probably barely could even hear anything. But
Dang.
yeah, no.
Yeah, I think I could maybe do it if, I mean, obviously when you're doing it for the first X amount of time is where you have to go tandem, where they like strap you to somebody.
Mhm.
But like, I think we got to the edge. I would just be like, I'm going to try and talk you out of it. Just jump. And once I'm going, I'll probably have a great time.
Mhm.
But it's that like the flight up and the sit. Yeah, I think that would really ruin me for a while. But yeah, I think once I do it, I'd have a great time. Maybe.
Yeah, it's an experience, I imagine. I mean, George H.W. Bush did it and when he was like 90.
See, that's the
Did
way
he
to do
really?
it. Honestly, though.
Yeah, it's like
You can just
if
dive a
you
heart
know,
attack
if
on
you
the
do
way
forget-
down. You're like, yeah, this was a good life.
Yeah, it's probably a beautiful sight.
Every time I think about skydiving, have you guys seen the like the "Please Don't Destroy" sketch for skydiving, where they're
Mm-mm.
going skydiving for his birthday, and then the instructors are super serious, and then in the background, one of the guys just like, "Oh crap, my wife just left me. She's taking the kids. I have nothing left to live for." He's like, "Come over here. You gotta strap yourself to me." He's like, "I don't want to do this anymore."
Oh, he's strapping himself to the guy that's having a hard
the
time.
the instructor's the
Oh.
one who's just like, "I don't want to live anymore."
Yeah. It's like,
I'll
can
have
we
to
change
find that.
instructors,
Can we
please?
change? Can we just land the plane, please?
Yeah, that's funny.
But yeah, so you guys, the Weekly Rich. I love these thumbnails for them. It's your face on a toilet. It's
Yeah,
it's a
super
picture of
creative.
you looking like you're just absolutely freaking hammered out of your mind.
Yeah, that was a picture from a while ago on the like top speed dragster roller coaster, where you go from like 0 to 100. I don't know, 100 in like 4 seconds. It was with my brother, and I don't know why, but that picture is just so funny to us. 'Cause for
It's
some
great.
reason, like we talk that it makes me look like Chef Boyardee or something, even though it
Yeah.
doesn't. But so it's just like bad roller coaster pictures have become a popular thing in our household.
Yeah,
So-
that's funny. No,
It's with the theme too.
Fits with the theme.
Mhm.
Chef
Yeah,
Boyardee.
I remember
Vomit.
watching those commercials when I was a kid. I'm like, I want to try that, and I ended up trying it. I was like, nah.
Chef Boyardee.
Yeah.
I feel like I've got fond memories. Like there was a small time in my life where I liked the canned ravioli,
Mhm.
even cold, like a monster.
Mhm.
Just eat it out of the can, room temp.
Yeah, sometimes I'll see this like apocalypse videos or shows where they'll like find Boyardee and they'll eat it, and I'm like, man, that brings me back. And my kids are like, "Dad, can we have that?" I'm like, no. Don't let me ruin these childhood memories, please.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's
But yeah, I wanted to do something that I could just repeat over and over. I don't know. I just do it on. I don't even use Snapchat anymore. I haven't used Snapchat in forever, but I have it, and that's my photo editing software knowledge. I did it a lot when we were. I used to be in a band, and
I thought
ran
I
the
saw drums in the
Snapchat.
background there.
Mhm.
Yeah, so I used to run like the band Snapchat. So like I learned how to like make a sticker and put it on something.
Could it
That's
by
all-
chance
that's all
be
the knowledge
called
I got.
Pup?
It's not. That is a band I like though.
Oh, okay.
You wouldn't catch me wearing my own band's hat.
Yeah.
That's,
Not really messed
you
up.
Do
don't
they
do
even
it. You
have a
don't do
hat?
it.
That's the
Mhm.
thing. That's the real question.
No, we never even had a hat. So there you go. We had shirts, but we should have made hats. It would have been cool.
That would be really cool. But yeah, I mean, we had a pretty straightforward approach. I think when we started the channel, just Matt was like, I think the way we need to do this is just focus on the easiest way possible so we can get the videos out. Focus on getting the videos out and not focus as much on the editing. I was just like, I agree. Like, I want to focus a lot more on having our discussions, doing our weekly retches, doing our reviews, playing games together. That's why also like pretty much all of our videos, except for just a few, have pretty much like zero editing. Because really for us right now, it's just really about getting those out there and having that time together to really enjoy the content that we're reading, watching, playing. And so a lot of those thumbnails, I mean, we have a very, very basic approach to our thumbnails, you know?
No, I mean I
Just
like them. That's fun.
Yeah.
It's just you guys being kind of goobers while
Mhm.
Yeah.
on the middle of these books.
Yeah.
Well,
It's
and then we gotta-
mostly, I chalk it up to laziness. I just don't want to learn.
Hey man, that's fair.
Photoshop
I am
or
also
editing
lazy.
or-
I mean, it was serendipity that I learned how to use Premiere Pro. So just
Okay.
there you go. I thank college, man. College will do a lot of
There you
things
go.
for you.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Simplicity. Yeah, I mean we've been pretty bad about being consistent, but I'm like a golden retriever or like a dog sometimes where I'm like I like that right now. I want to do that right now. Then I'm like, but we should be consistent, Ian. And then I'm like, but I want to do that. I want to do that. And I stop doing it.
Yeah.
So yeah. So you guys like books from time to time. You also like games and the occasional movie. I see you looking at new Superman. I've wanted to watch Ginger Snaps for a long time because I'm a werewolf guy. I love
yeah.
that. And
It was the first time I saw it. Loved it. You should check it out.
it's on Tubi. I have no excuse whatsoever. Just I need to get on that. But But yeah, no. So you guys are occupied. Is what I'll say.
Mhm.
I also see
Try.
you've been reading the Malazan books, which I mean, God bless you. I just finished Gardens of the Moon not too long ago. So
Nice.
I read your review. If I remember correctly,
I'll
you
look it
didn't
up.
love some parts of it, right?
yeah, I was very frustrated with it at times. But you know what? I'm gonna blame Krupp. He was the guy who got me through it.
Oh, okay, good.
Yeah.
Good. I thought you were gonna say you didn't like Krupp,
No.
which apparently is a thing. It's our first
I don't
times
get
through it. I love Krupp.
Yep. Same. It's
Yeah,
so
Krupp's
good.
surprised that
fantastic.
people don't.
Like, get Matt
Yeah.
Berry to play him if they ever do an adaptation.
Yes.
It would
Oh
be
my gosh,
that would be like top 10 fantasy casting of all time.
that really would be. He'd be perfect for that role.
No, but
I just
man.
want more, man. So good.
it's
What's that?
I just want more crap. One more
Yeah.
crap. It's so good.
I do hear you have to wait till book 3 to see him again. I'm like, no, he was the good
Yeah.
part. No, it was
No.
not fun.
There are some. I wouldn't say like it's not exactly like Krupp, but there's a character in Dead House Gates that brings similar energy. I would say not as iconic, but still gave me it made me chuckle quite a bit,
Mhm.
like Krupp. But I am happy we're in the middle of book 3 right now, so it is nice to see Krupp again.
Mhm.
Yeah, he was part of. It was a part of Gardens of the Moon that I liked. I was like, yes, you know what? I can read a whole book about this Krupp guy.
Mm-hmm. I'm curious. So, like, do you want to? Would you touch on kind of like what some of those frustrations where we both loved it? But
I will say I
curious.
am hoping to read Dead Hell's Gates at some point, but I was just kind of frustrated at like just some of there was just some like tone things I had. Like I thought he was gonna be like this like kind of dark macabre sort of thing, and then there's it's like a D&D battle thrown in for good measure. I'm just like, okay, that's weird. Why would you do that? Apparently it's like a flashback within and it was and then also I was like, okay, who are these characters?
all,
And
like,
why should I care
36,000
about
of them?
this? You know?
Yeah.
Mhm.
I feel, this might just be my subjective experience, guys. You could correct me if I'm wrong here, but when I consume a story, I expect at least to get a gist of like who these characters are, what they want, and why I should care about this. And it's like
No, I think that's fair.
in like Malazan, it's like, there's some like they try, and it's just kind of like I don't know. I'll try Dead House Gates and see how I fare with that. Maybe I'll, have my eureka moment, but I don't know. I don't know yet.
I think you might. I think the character work is stronger in
Mhm.
Dead House Gates, but I would agree. I mean, like I think if I had to say a weakness, I'm a huge character-driven reader,
Mm-hmm.
and I feel like if there is just something about his writing for me that makes it work, and I don't know if it's like I'm consuming it almost like a textbook, almost like a history book, to where like a lot of times if you're reading like a something about history like in a textbook, you're not getting like character work, but I do think through dialogue there is decent character work, but there's just so many characters. I do feel like it's almost like I'm in like a zoomed out looking down watching it, which normally wouldn't work for me, but for some reason with Malazan it did. And I do think Dead House, there's a pretty significant improvement for me at least. So I'll
Yeah,
be curious to see.
yeah. I've heard like the ending of Dead House is like a major tearjerker. I'm like, oh man.
Yeah.
And they're like,
Tears were
oh no,
shed.
it's a happy ending. I'm like, are you being sarcastic or are you being for
I
real?
feel like no, I think, but I can see both. I think
It's
there's a lot
bittersweet.
of it's
It's
bittersweet.
bittersweet.
It's like it rips your heart out, but there's
It's
also
not.
a
It's
lot
not
of
like
like hope.
it's not like the dog dies, but the kid gets rescued, right? It's not like one of those things, is it?
No,
No. Are there even
it's
dogs?
just
Are there even dogs in Malazan? That's the thing.
there are
Mhm.
there are some dogs. They got the dog in them.
Yeah.
All
I
right.
will say, especially with Gardens of the Moon, it definitely is one of those where if you're the kind of person that needs all the characters to really like come together, it definitely there are some characters that just are a sideshow, and there are some
Mhm.
characters that aren't as well developed. I for me, the few doesn't take away from the many in some
Mhm.
sense. Like Crocus is just not that interesting
Yeah, I
as a
thought
character,
Crocus was kind of.
but like
He's
I
just a
didn't care, and
nothing
like
burger.
Cole wasn't that interesting either. But like
There were
Clout
some
was
characters I'm like,
great.
ah, this is cool. Like this
Yep.
animated Reiki. I'm like, okay, this is
Yes,
cool.
exactly. Yeah.
He looks cool.
Rake is cool.
What does he do?
Piran is
Nothing.
good.
Yeah. Yep.
He's like, what does he
Piran is
do?
amazing.
Absolutely nothing.
Yeah. Yeah.
Just
Does it? He just needs to wield that sword, man. That does it for me. That's enough. That sword is Dragonford is so cool.
well,
But
okay, he
that's
doesn't do
definitely
absolutely
Gardens. Yeah.
nothing. He does like fling
I
some
say there's a
spell.
pretty big moment.
He does
with Rake.
fling some spells at people who annoy him,
Yeah.
and then he just yeets out a pail. And then there's another guy named Talk the Younger who, as someone eloquently put it, gets yeeted into another dimension. I'm just like,
Yeah.
what?
It kind of I can't.
And
Have
there's
you
just
read,
random shit like that throughout the book,
Mhm.
and I'm just like, what?
Mhm.
What is this?
Yeah, I think that's why it works for me. It kind of reminds me of the Dark Tower, where like there's no part of me that could predict what's coming, and like I just had a good time with that. To where I think with a decent amount of fantasy books, you can kind of like see what's coming up ahead. But I was just like, take me for a ride, Steven. Take me for a ride. Both Stevens, Stephen King and Steven Erickson. They could both take me for a ride.
Yeah, as a Dark Tower guy, I kind of felt for the Malazan fans after finishing Guardians of the Moon because I'm like, I get it. I get the first book can be a bit of a hard sell for people. It's
Yep.
I get it. I get it now.
Yeah. I'm not. I don't love when people are for series are like, trust me, 4 books in, it's amazing. But then like I will push like I'm like Dark Tower. I actually have grown to like the Gunslinger, but I'm like, just if you don't like the Gunslinger, read part 1 of book 2, and you'll. I mean, it's like 2 different authors. I feel like the Gunslinger is.
Well, he did write it when he was like 19, if I recall.
Yeah,
correctly.
it felt like it was. My brother put because he's the one that actually got me into the Dark Tower, and he's like, Gunslinger feels like Stephen King trying to be Tolkien, and then 2 onward is King being King, and I'm like, yeah, that feels accurate. He's way more like lyrical, and the prose is very different in the Gunslinger than compared to the rest of the series. But
Yeah.
I got
Well, I
a buddy
think
who's about to wrap up the
there's
Dark
a-
Tower.
Oh, you're talking about Jonesy?
hmm
Mhm.
Probably in the next couple days, he's gonna finish the Dark Tower, and I'm just like, I gotta know what you think. I gotta know the ending. I gotta know, Britton,
Mm.
where you land on the ending.
I actually really like it.
Me too. I think it's perfect. It just couldn't be any other way.
There's some parts of it that I'm kind of like, really? Like, I expect this to be a little climactic, but the actual, like, ending, when he actually, like, you know...
Oh, yeah, no spoilers.
Black,
I know.
black, you know. Yeah,
Yeah.
he does that. Yeah, I thought that was a really great ending. Very ballsy ending, too, because it's like, oh, man, like, that I bet that pissed so many people off when it came out.
Yeah. It like haunts me. It's yeah, I think about it almost every day. I love that. I love the ending. So
Now,
I'm
to be
excited.
fair, though, Matt, the Gunslinger on Audible is like 7 hours.
Mhm.
So you're asking the least of anybody who's asking these things.
I know, but I mean, if you would ask me, like, because I've not been reading for too long, and when I was like in my not reading phase,
Mhm.
just one book, I'd be like, what do you mean just one book? That's a whole book I have to read. Like, I don't want to read any books, and you're making me saying, oh, well, you just got to get through this one book that doesn't matter, and then you get to the good stuff. I'm like, hell no.
I don't
So,
really like that either,
I get it.
but, like, the Gunslinger is kind of like the gist of what's to come, basically.
Yeah. I actually have, yeah, like I said, I've grown to really like it. You know, I still put it in like the bottom 3 of Dark Tower, but I think there's a lot of good in it for sure. And then you get the iconic, you know, opening line. You get to learn a lot about Roland and just
It's
the
like, what does
world
moved on mean? That's weird, you know?
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
Ian, what do you think about Dark Tower?
I have not gone too far into Dark Tower, so it is it's my next Audible
Wait, I thought
venture.
you said he finished it. I must have been distracted by
No,
my
Jonesy
dinner.
is the one who's about to finish it.
Yeah, we
He's
have
a friend of ours who's been featured on some of our movie reviews and has done some shorts. But yeah, he's a really good friend of ours, and
the real celebrity of the channel.
He is, yeah. That's
For
why
being
we
honest.
only show him rarely, because his light will take over the stage. So, but no, yeah, Jonesy is amazing. But yeah, he's about to finish Dark Tower, which has actually been really exciting because it's funny. The more he tries to convert Matt, I feel like the more Matt converts him, because he's really trying to get Matt hard on Brandon Sanderson, and all I've seen is just Jonesy go harder on Stephen King, which has been really fun.
Yeah, I mean, Dark Tower is just like it's just balls to the walls insanity, and I love it.
Yep. That's kind of, to me, like, I think there are a lot of parallels between Dark Tower and what I've read in Malazan. Obviously, their writing styles are very different, and all of that settings are very different. But as far as, like, with Dark Tower, at a certain point, I was like,
insaneness of it.
Yeah, I was just like, I don't know what's coming, and I'm just going to let Steven do his thing. And then I just was pleasantly surprised over and over again. And that's kind of how Malazan's been. Although I will say, I think King's character work, like, I love the quartet and like really feel like I understand them as characters and their motivations and all that. But it also makes more sense. There's like 5 main characters versus, I can't remember. I think it is something like 36,000 named characters in the Book of the Fallen.
Oh man,
which is just insanity.
Yep,
it's crazy. I'm seeing things in book 3 where I'm like, and some of them are similar. I will say too similar, and I'm like, do I know this name? I'm like, I think I've seen this before, and I'm like, I don't know actually. Yeah, which I think is a little bit of a problem, but I don't know. To me, like, the pros just outweigh the cons so much for me that I can almost.
Oh, I thought you meant like the pros of the book. Sorry, I'm pros.
I do. I actually do think. I do think Erickson's prose is good, although I do have to read it. I find myself having to read it very, very slowly, and I'll reread sentences often because I'm like, so many important things are said within just like a casual sentence. I'm like, wait. I need to make sure I'm like digesting this because this has weight to it for the rest of the book. And
yeah, like Stephen King, you can just kind of roll on through it.
Yeah, exactly. He'll hit you with one of those like, Joe woke up and put on his pants for the last time. And you're like, what do you mean for the last time, Stephen King?
That's so funny you say that. I was actually talking about that with a friend of mine the other day. And he was like, I think it was on this very show. He's like, yeah, King will just do like he puts his pants on for the last time. And you're like, what does that mean? Hold on a minute. Hold on a minute.
I've grown to really like it.
Or no, what he said was, tension. And they never saw each other again. It's like, what does that mean? What's that?
Yeah, I love it. To me, he's just like, I'm just telling you how it is, and to me, it builds a lot of tension because now I'm like, I know something's gonna happen, confirmed, and now every page that doesn't happen, I'm like, when's it gonna happen? When's it gonna happen? I actually think it's a pretty good tool, but I can see why. I know some people hate that, and I get it.
Oh man, I'm forgetting who said that. Maybe I'll look through later and find it. But that's funny you say that. It's like that. It's like these two guys have like this heartwarming moment, and then they walk off. They're like, "See you later," and it's like that was the last time they saw each other. You're like, "Oh,
Yeah,
what?
he
What does
never
that mean?"
did see him later. Yeah, in his blue chambray work shirt.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I'm trying to.
Fine, just chuck out a window with some AIDS vampires. It's a good time.
Yeah, there you go. There you go. And you'll get that. You'll get that.
Have your big
Well,
bad be some crazy old man.
all I'm getting is that there's like a 50-50. Either the guy dies or he just permanently goes without pants. I think that's where we're at right now.
He's a short.
It is a multiversal book, so I mean anything can happen.
He put on his jorts for the last time. Come on, Steven.
He's just cargo shorts from the 9 forward.
Yeah, I do love me some Stephen King.
I do. The Dark Tower is a work of art. That's all I gotta say.
It is. It is.
I'm very excited to jump into it.
Yeah, I'm excited for.
I was about to say, I will warn you. I'm sure you know this already, but the Gunslinger, hella weird. So just
that's okay.
I actually think you'll like it, Ian. Mm-hmm. I think you'll like it. There are some people I'll see say like the Gunslinger is my favorite. I really love the Gunslinger, and then when I got to Drawing of the Three, I didn't like the change. I'm like, I could see if you're like, if you don't really read any King, and like your first introduction to King is this writing style and this type of prose, and then you get to Drawing of the Three, and it's just like coked up Stephen King madness from page 1 to the final page, and it's just it's so fun though. I love it.
Oh no, I was about to say it is coked up Stephen King prime right there. Like
I have not read it. I need to. I'm trying to like pace myself with like the bangers. So I haven't read it or Stand yet. I just wrapped up Insomnia.
Those books are like prime, like coked out of his mind Stephen King. So just let you know.
I'm excited. I'm excited to get to them. There's chonkers. So I'm trying to get my brother has read The Stand. He's read I think almost every Stephen King.
So was the Dark Tower your first King?
Yeah, actually it was.
Wow, that's an interesting choice.
Yeah, I think just my brother. We have very similar tastes, and when we were in college, he was like, we were both really into Lost, and he's like, I know you will like this. Just read it. I was like, all right, I'll read it. And I remember I got to probably 30% through book 7, and I put it down, not because I wasn't enjoying it. I was just like, I think just school got busy, and then I didn't finish it until last year. So like 13-year pause basically. And my brother, every couple of years he'd be like, "Are you gonna finish the Dark Tower?" I'm like, I will, I'll finish it. He was like, I can't imagine. I probably put him through hell, like getting that far into the series and then not finishing it. But
it was the ultimate younger brother prank for sure.
It was, yeah.
It cannot be topped.
I hate reading.
Yeah, no, it's it's a wild series. I'll just say that. It's a wild ride from beginning to end.
Yeah, I just don't think I'll ever read anything else like it. And I think for that reason alone, I think it deserves a special place.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and I grew up with my dad read the Dark Tower series, and so I kind of grew up with that being like the thing you hear about with Stephen King. I actually for a while I thought that was kind of like that was Stephen King. That was his Dark Tower series, and so it seemed to me to always be like the most iconic thing from Stephen King. But I think that's also limited perspective. So I don't know how true that is.
I don't think I would say
he's gone all over the place over the years. Like he's done horror, he's done crime, he's a big crime bit recently, but he's done like science fiction. Don't read any of his alien invasion novels, maybe except for It, which is I don't even know if that's an alien invasion novel, but don't read the alien invasion King novel.
I'm doing it.
I'm
gonna do it.
That's when he was drugged out of his mind. That was when he just lost track of it and just was
I'm gonna read them all just because I need to, but I have heard Tommy Knockers and the Dreamcatcher are not the best, but I think if I go in with the right expectations, I think there's gonna be stuff to love in every Stephen King novel, even if it's not
Hey,
a
there often is. I'm just saying, I'm just warning you.
No,
so
you're not alone in that.
Yeah, I feel
I've
like
actually-
your disposition towards Stephen King is like mine towards Tom Clancy. Although I
Oh,
don't read Tom
God.
Clancy very often, I have like cases and cases and cases of boxes, like they're just filled with Tom Clancy. At one point, I had every Tom Clancy novel. I think every Tom Clancy novel, like up to like 2014. They're just all in boxes. They're my retirement plan. I'm gonna be an old man, like 80 years old. I'm gonna do the same thing my grandpa did. You just retire to like a pool area and a golf course, and I'm just gonna like read Tom Clancy. That's gonna be my retirement plan. So
Nice.
there you
I've
go.
never read
I already
Tom
got planned that.
Clancy. I played some of his video games when I was
Tom
younger.
Clancy's fun, but it does kind of get old once you get to the like he's like beating it raw for America. You know, he's like, oh yeah, we're the greatest country in the world. You know, like, yeah, not really.
Yeah, I think one of the biggest things there is that I feel like I've read several. I feel like they're pretty much all the same. So
Is
Yeah,
it
like,
like
they're
a
fun,
is it
like-
like a James Bond kind of thing? Like it's like a self-contained case or whatnot?
not necessarily like there's a whole like Jack Ryan series, but
Oh,
I would say
okay.
like
Yeah,
I
I
would say
guess
like
that
you
does.
when you open one, you know exactly what you're gonna get. That's what it feels
Okay.
like every single time. Super easy read. But yeah, my all my family's like big Tom Clancy, and so every time we would go see my grandpa, who's also big Tom Clancy, we would go to this place called the White Elephant, and you could pick up used books for like a quarter. And it's
Nice.
just like, okay, give me every choose your adventure book and Tom Clancy, and then the person there would be like, who chooses those two things? Who's like 8 years old? Like,
Sleeper agents, Dad.
Yeah.
Sleeper agents.
yeah, I know. I'm a 65-year-old in an 8-year-old kid's body. Just
Like
give
I
me my
can't
book,
believe
please.
it. There's agents and they just sleep all the time.
No, it's
Mm.
yeah, but like Tom Clancy's fun, but again, he does lay a little thick on the patriotism. Don't get me wrong,
Mhm.
I love me some America, but sometimes it gets a little excessive.
Yeah, that's fair. Is he?
It's like the Jack Reacher
Alive?
novels, you know. It's like the Jack Reacher novels, you know. You know what you're getting into. You know?
Yeah.
I think he passed away a few years ago. I don't remember.
Okay.
Yeah, 2013.
Oh,
Oh, wow,
2013.
okay.
So that was not a few years ago. That's more than a decade
Mhm.
ago.
Gosh, crazy. Yeah, it's crazy. That's over a decade.
Oh, I was
Mhm.
12
wild.
years old.
Mhm. Yeah, so I might have all of them. I just don't know if any were published like posthumously.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Did
but-
you, Britton, when you were younger? Because you're a decent chunk younger than us. Did you have like I don't know what they were called for you, Ian, but like basically like the reading mobile would come to our school and like it almost
Oh,
like
yeah,
a trailer
yeah,
set up
yeah,
and you
I've
walk
had-
through and
It was
you
more
get a
like
free book.
Scholastic, though.
Yeah,
Mhm.
yeah. Do they still have that?
I don't know if they still have that, but they did have that
Mhm.
when I was younger. So maybe they still do
Nice.
it. But I just
I
picked up
love
like
that.
I picked up like those illustrated history books and like Captain Underpants. Like that was
Captain Underpants.
Captain
yeah,
Underpants
100%.
Those are good.
was my shit when I was a kid.
Captain Underpants was it was very good.
It's kind of fun watching the animated movie and going like, "Ha, this is fun." You get to relive my childhood.
Surprisingly good.
Yeah, I was
that-
about to say it
that
wasn't
movie.
terrible.
Yeah, I feel like they kind of wrote it for, it's one of those that kind of like bridge the gap really well. Like older audiences could still really enjoy it, but it still worked well for kids.
Mhm.
Ian,
So,
did
yeah, I
you
thought they
read
did a good
Captain
job.
Underpants? You know, like a
Oh,
true
yeah.
like a true cultured culture.
That's
Mhm.
right.
Oh yeah, read a ton of Captain Underpants. I actually, so we had neighbors over here on the side. It was just a grandmother and grandfather who ended up moving out recently, and they loved my kids playing in the yard and everything. And so when they moved out, they're like, "Hey, you should come over and just grab some stuff from our boxes," you know. So the kids grabbed like one of those like lions at rock, and then they had this in the box. They had these two like goofy canvas paintings. Like one was like a pig, one was a dog, which my kids of course grabbed because they love that. And then they grabbed that, and then underneath it was all this like Captain Underpants, these novels. I'm like, what are these doing in here? They're like, yeah, like we had those for like our kids. And
Sure,
grandkids.
sure. For their kids.
Yeah. I was like, okay. My dad's like, my son's like, can I have this, Dad? I'm like, sure, whatever.
Yeah. Get them going early. Yeah.
I'm like,
The
I
right
don't
stuff.
remember what's in there. Maybe this isn't good for a 4-year-old. Let me check it later.
Yeah, I don't. I gotta say, I don't remember
Yep.
the content.
Yep.
Of any of them.
I just remember a lot of like toilet humor and like those like
Mhm.
pages where it looked like he was punching him in the face or
Mhm.
whatever,
Yeah.
or like
Mhm.
slapping him. Yeah, fun times.
Yeah. There's also Dog Cop or Cop Dog or whatever.
Yeah, Dog Cop. Yeah.
Not nearly as good, and maybe Captain Underpants is less appropriate than I remember. The Dog Cop is very not appropriate for
Really?
kids.
Well, isn't there a new one like Dog Man or something that a movie just came out like
I don't know.
Dog Man? Maybe it's not Dog Man. I don't know, but it's the same author because it's the same art style and everything.
Yeah.
But for like modern.
Yeah, they also
I
had like
picked it up.
Super Diaper Baby, which I'm like, okay, like you're laying
We're
a
losing
little...
the plot. We're losing it.
Yeah, we're losing
the
the plot
Captain
here.
Underpants spin-offs. Yeah, the knockoffs. The Walmart brand Captain Underpants.
The one I've always wanted to go back to which is not a knockoff spinoff, is the Bone series. I've always wanted to go back and see if that actually panned out or not.
Like
I
the
don't know if
dog.
No, do you guys remember like the Bone series? There's like a graphic novel that was like being introduced around that middle school age group, and it was always sort of open question as to whether or not, at least where I was going to middle school.
Oh, you mean the
public
one
school.
about the little ghost like skeleton people?
Yeah,
Bone? Yeah, I've
skeleton
heard
people,
of
they're
that.
bone
Yeah,
people.
I've not read it, but I know
I
of
haven't
it.
read it either.
It's like a super it's supposed to be like a super awesome series. But yeah, there's this big open question about whether or not that could be featured in a public school library when I was in middle school. So it's been like 06 to 09. And my middle
Controversy.
school decided not to feature it, but I ended up getting a bunch of them.
Don't do
And
that.
then-
That just makes the kids want to read.
Oh, I know
Yeah,
exactly,
yeah.
right? I
Staying
ended
up late
picking
with the
so
flashlight
many,
under
yeah.
covers. Like I'm so bad. Reading Bone.
Yeah,
You're bad to the bone.
I'm bad
It was
as
right
well.
there.
Yeah.
It was right there. I missed
It
it.
was super, like, first of all, the artist is just amazingly talented, which was huge, especially at that age. But yeah, I only read the first like 3 or 4, but I've always wanted to go back. There's a bunch of them.
they just put out an omnibus not too long ago. So probably grab it on like Amazon or something.
I feel
Yeah,
like
but
I gotta look at the cover.
I don't know if he was supposed to be a little skeleton or a little like little sperm guy, or if he was like a little
They're,
ghost.
they're, they're like
Probably
skeletons,
sperm.
but they're technically not undead. They're just this is the kind
I
of
don't
creature
know.
they
I
are.
don't know what they are.
They're called
but
bone
it's-
creatures. Yeah,
Man,
they don't know what they
yeah.
are.
I've definitely seen this cover, but yeah,
Yep.
I've not read it myself.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, if it's good, I'd love to. At some point, I'm gonna pick them up, and it might be
Yeah.
fun to show the kids. I just got them into comic books, so that's
Nice.
been really fun because I didn't read as many as I would have liked when I was growing up. So
I
Yeah.
read none growing
Mhm.
up. I read some in college, but none. I wasn't allowed to. I wasn't allowed to do a lot of things when I was a kid. I wasn't allowed to watch I wasn't allowed to watch Power Rangers because it was too violent.
Parents must have
So-
been like are your parents like super religious, or were they just like, we are just gonna...
They I love my parents. They're great. They're
or were they
great
just kind of like,
parents.
you know what, we wanna have our children live like authentic lives and like give them books and stuff,
I was
Captain
raised a
Fantastic
Catholic
style.
mhm.
I was raised a cat. It was one of those that like I think my parents thought that raising their kids in religion was the right move, and like they were like my brother and I call our parents diet Catholics because they like would go to church only when they took us. And then I remember like there was a
Never
Christmas,
like you
we'd
never
always
got
go-
like you never got like molested or anything, did you?
no.
That's good. That's good. That
And
would have
if I
been
did, I
bad.
probably wouldn't say it here, but no.
That's good. That's good.
Yeah. I remember the first Christmas because we'd always go to midnight mass, and I hated it.
Oh
I
no.
hated it because like I want to go to bed so I can get my presents the next day. And so I remember my parents got divorced when I was like 5.
Oh
So
wow.
just-
Okay.
Yeah. Just but they're very they lived like a mile away.
So they were
They're-
like nice about it. They weren't
they're
like
nice to each other.
What are
yeah,
you?
yeah.
It's like, what are you getting the kids? It's like,
Yeah,
fuck
there
you,
certainly were
bitch.
moments that I think
Yeah.
yeah, there was definitely some moments. But I remember
I'm
going
busy
over
here.
to my
Yeah.
dad's
I'm sorry.
for Christmas, and I was like, "Can we not go to mass this year?" And he was like, "Thank God, never again." Like, I was like, "Yeah." I was the one to break.
Sorry,
break
I'm
the
not. I'm
snow
not
for our
trying to
family.
like poke fun at like potential trauma here. I'm just,
No.
I'm just asking the questions here.
No,
I'm
yeah,
asking the hard-hitting
great
questions.
parents. I've only told bad stories, the plane and and everything. But
Your
no,
dad's like a neurotic, like Catholic man. I like this.
he was the most fake Catholic. Like he was Catholic until he realized I didn't want to be anymore. He was like, "Good, because I don't want to be anymore either. So let's just end that." So yeah,
Let's just do away with all that.
it was a win for the family. Yeah.
Yeah, no, Yeah, we go to church on Christmas. It's fun time. It's a little. They don't really make me go anymore. They're just like, hey, Britton, you want to come along with us to do this church thing? And I'm like, they did it last year. I was just kind of like, yeah, no, I'm good. I'm good for right now.
Yeah.
Plus, I had
that sounds
already
like
gone to like a church service, so I was kind of like, yeah, I'll be all right. It'll be fine.
Yeah.
I did my thing. I did my part.
You did your thing. Yeah, you did your part.
No, but that's funny. Speaking of this weird diatribe, I'm going to go back on, but kind of speaking of religion, I did see you guys are doing or covering the Devils at the moment, which I'm actually hoping to read soon. Before,
Nice.
well, when I finish one of these two books I'm reading here right now, I'll start the Devils. We'll see how it goes.
What are you reading right now?
I'm reading
Before we talk about the Devils.
I'm reading Big Nowhere by James Ellroy, which is like a really dark, nasty book. It's really nice. I really enjoy it. And A Brief History of Seven Killings, which is another very dark, bleak, and violent book. And I don't know why I've been reading a lot of those recently, but it's just been kind of, I guess, on the.
Because you skipped church
Yeah,
on Christmas.
probably. You know what? That's probably why. But I'm like, I'm gonna read the
There's
Devils.
something inside me.
I'm gonna see how it goes. I've heard kind of mixed things. I didn't see any other Abercrombie books on your channel. Is this your first Abercrombie? Both of you guys?
Just me.
Yeah, I've my girlfriend and I have read all of the First Law and all 3 of the standalones. But we haven't done Age of Madness yet. So then we did Devils after reading all of those 6.
Yeah, the guy I had on yesterday for the podcast, his name's AC Wilson. He's like, I think the Devils would be a good starter pack for Joe Abercrombie. And I'm like, yeah, it's okay, yeah.
I think so, yeah. When we did a little read along with the 2 of us and then that celebrity we sometimes have on our channel, Jonesy. And it was Jonesy's and Ian's first Abercrombie. I think we all kind of landed around the same.
Yep, it was like 3.5-ish.
3.5 at 3.75, like good. You're gonna have a good time.
I've heard polarized responses. Like I've heard people go like, it's kind of like a good like popcorn, action movie, basically.
Yep.
And I'm like, all right, I'll try and walk in and expect that, see how that affects my enjoyment.
Yeah.
We'll see.
The character work's still strong. I will say, if you're feeling, a lot of people seem to fall off. There's 4 parts in the book. A lot of people seem to get through part 2 and then DNF it. 3 and 4 are significantly better. Like it's in my opinion, it's worth pushing through because it does get much better. But I could see why people
How many
choose that
parts are
moment
there
to
in that book, man? Like
4
There's
parts.
4. It is a little longer than I think it should be. Like I think
okay. I'm like,
I think it could be like 100 pages shorter and probably better for it. But I think it's
you
one
think
of
you'd
those
like
that
cut out some parts in part 2 and you'd be like, all right, there you go, better book
Yep.
overall.
Yeah.
I think you could. Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, I remember my buddy
could.
who didn't like the book. He was all freaked out because there were like rabbit people and like squid people and,
Oh yeah. I was like, what?
and the devils.
Yeah.
He's like, I think furries might be into this. I'm
Yeah.
like, oh my god.
Probably.
I got kind of like, I'm like, dude, it's a fantasy. He's like, I don't expect this from Abercrombie. I'm like, you know what? Fine. You know what?
And you're like, and then it moved to the top of my list. No,
I'll put on my little furry mask.
The little
with the ears.
exactly.
And just read it and be like, yeah.
I think it's I had a good time.
Heard there's a werewolf in it, and I'm like, that's awesome. I want to read about that.
That's
The
great.
characters
One of
are
the better
great.
characters too.
Yeah, I think the characters are great.
Mhm.
They're pretty typical Abercrombie. Like I think that's my biggest takeaway from the book is like years down the road, you could bring up one of the names of the characters and I'd be like, oh yeah, I remember what they're like. Like they just have such personalities. I think that they kind of carry the book for me.
His brother Diaz any good? I heard he's kind of like the main.
Yeah, he's my favorite. I really think the Devils is really about him. I think he's the main character of the book.
I hope he doesn't die because I've heard Joe kind of coyly say that like the next book's gonna be like about someone else. I'm just like, oh well, okay.
Well, there is one way to answer that question.
Read the book.
You always read the book.
Yeah, that's true.
Is this your first? This will be your first, Joe?
No, it's been my 5th. I read the
nice.
original trilogy and Best Served Cold.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
What did you think of? What's your opinion on?
I enjoy
Abercrombie after this?
First Law trilogy, and I liked Best Served Cold, but I kind of thought like, I kind of already did this in first law. Try something else.
Yeah. Then Devils might work for you because this I would say, even like the heroes in Red Country, I love them, and I think they are like a little bit something else. Like one is just a war story, which normally I would not like at all, but really worked. And the other one's like kind of like a Western, but they still feel like their first law. Where the Devils does feel like he is trying to do something different, like start something new. And I think there's just some speed bumps. I think he'll flesh that out. I think book 2 is going to be. I'm excited for book 2, which I didn't know if I would be right in the middle of it, but closing.
So is part
closing the back
2
cover,
where all
I'm
the like
excited.
bunny people and like squid people are at, or is that a little later on down the line?
Bunny is part 1, right?
Yeah,
And
it's probably
then
the
part
squid.
2 is the crab and squid people.
Yeah, there's some
And
naval
then-
stuff going on.
And then it's kind of done after that one. I don't remember there being many of those in part 3.
Mm-mm. Yeah, part 2 starts pretty good. I think it just becomes one of those that like I can see. I get why people fall off. It's like we've kind of been there, done that, and now we're doing it again. And we know
look,
we're just
the
going to do it
wizard
again.
guy's
after.
evil. Oh no, sorry.
Well, I think it's more like it's like that classic thing that you see.
And
from
Ian's
video
just like,
games
what are
or
you talking
D&D.
about?
But yeah, it's that classic thing from like D&D or like video games where it's like I need you to do this thing. I'm gonna have you do it 3 times.
Yeah, it's a quest. I mean,
Yeah.
the whole that's one thing. It's like he does tell you right up front. You know exactly what you're getting. It is a quest book. Like they're going on a quest, and you know they're just going from point A to point B. That's the quest. And so it's just like, what are they doing in between? So, I don't think that's like a.
Well, hopefully it won't end up
wasn't,
like,
like,
his
shocked.
last quest in before they're hanged, because
I love Before They're Hanged. That's actually my favorite of the first law. Actually, yeah, I like it more than book 3, personally.
Yeah, that's what a lot of people say. I really like book 2, but book 3, man.
There's a lot to love. I mean, it's inches. I love 3 as well, and I've grown to really, I liked.
But do you like it
liked
more than the
Blade
Dark
stuff.
Tower, though? That's the real question.
No, it's like not even close. I mean, I think, it's not even close. I think the Dark Tower. I think about that almost every day. Yeah, I love that story.
You gotta do a chat with Ian and just go like, okay, so here's all this stuff with Dark Tower. Go nuts.
I would love to do. I think that's part of the like a lot of people on BookTube. I think a lot of people will make channels so they can talk about stories with other people that like them as well. And that's why my favorite thing that we do is the Malazan discussions, because we just get to geek out and about what we read, and to me that really heightens the experience rather than just reading something on my own. So
Definitely
even though I've
does.
already read Dark Tower, I would love to do discussions on Dark Tower.
Yeah, that'd be
I think
awesome.
it'd be fun.
Yeah, I know, and for me, that's been like one of the definitely the strongest probably the strongest boon of the channel. Because honestly, it'd be pretty hard for me to read that much, or really more than like my few books a year without that. Just because I read so much as a part of work. It's kind of like people who, when you do a job for 40, 50 hours a week, and then you come home and it's like, well, I'm not going to do that as a hobby. Whereas in my case, I do, because everything I do for work, I do as a hobby. But I just read so much. I get home, I'm like, I don't want to read more things.
Yeah.
And that's like Audible has helped out a ton. But then having the discussions helps out a ton too. And it's amazing how much I have to read that I have discussed so little.
So, like, what do you do for work?
I'm a professor at the University of Tulsa.
Oh, so what do you do?
I
Like, what do you profess for?
Yeah, so I teach computer science. I'm a bit of a wrench. I have a background in computer science and mathematics, but I also have expertise in publications like in data science.
I thought he was going to say he's a wrench monkey.
No. I was hired at the time. We just lost a professor, but we were also expecting to lose more professors, and we were growing multiple programs. So it was like, hey, we're about to go from 2 programs to 4 programs, and we just lost like 4 faculty. So like we need somebody who can just flex. Like if there's a class that opens up and needs a professor, I need you to put in it. Like I need you to go there. I was like, great. Like my expertise is spread like butter. It's just everywhere.
Ew.
So yeah, ew, right? I know.
What was that?
That's generally how the academic community feels about it as well. But in this case, it worked out really well and helped me land my job. So
Spread me like butter.
I know. Generally, when people ask, they're like, "What's your expertise in?" I'm like, "I teach these courses," and they're like, "Ew, like, why do you teach so many different things?" I'm like, "I get bored with one thing," and they're like, "Why?"
Oh, I like that. It just was the analogy that I
Yeah,
was like.
yeah. I know it's kind of crazy how much like the academic community really doesn't like being like
Butter.
flexible or butter or general. Oh my gosh! So since you told crazy stories, I can tell a crazy story.
Yeah,
Tell
yeah.
the crazy story, Ian.
Yeah,
Tell
so
us.
when I was a senior in college, I got to go on a pilgrimage to Poland. We followed JP2, and I was with this group, and so we left because college always like ends like beginning of May. My birthday's right in the second week of May, so we're in Poland during my birthday, and one of our first nights there, we didn't really have much butter. I expected there to be like more butter, but instead
We're
what we
back to
got,
butter.
we're back to butter, right? I expected there to be more butter. Instead, what I get was they bring out a plate of bread, and I'm like, this is amazing. They're bringing us bread, and then they bring this like tub. Okay, I use the tub, and I was like, is this gravy? They're like, no, this is lard. And I'm
Oh,
like, what do I like lard? They're like, yeah, you just spread it like all over your bread, and I was like, really? They're like, yeah. I'm like, okay.
is it
I'll
like
try.
liquid or like what?
No,
like,
it was
what's
like chunky, like gravy.
That's
like
disgusting.
Like
That
it's
sounds
really hard to.
disgusting.
You would try to spread it and like wouldn't come off the knife. You know.
Oh,
Anyway, so my birthday comes around, and one of my buddies, one of my close friends, like he's like, Ian, like we're in Poland. I was trying to get you something, but we hadn't at the gift stores yet. I was like, it's totally fine. Like we're on pilgrimage. Like I'm just glad that you guys are here with me. He's like, I did get you this though, and he brings out this napkin, and it's just a slice of bread covered in lard. He's like, look, it kept. I was like, that doesn't make it better.
Oh,
yeah.
That's
That's
oh
gross.
god.
So there you go. I can tell one gross story.
So
not
like,
be
so
done.
like,
there
what
you go.
was it? Was it like butter?
It
or-
was like the thickest gravy you've ever had. That's all I can say.
Did you ever taste it, or were you just so
Yeah,
disgusted?
Yeah, no, I did. It was fine. It tasted like if you've ever had sausage gravy, but it's really bland. Like that's what it tasted like. Sausage, like white sausage gravy, but super bland. Not even
Okay.
like salt and pepper. And keep in mind, like this was lard to such a degree that not even germs wanted to touch it. Okay, like I want that to be very clear.
So it was
And you're
just
like-
disgusting looking,
Yeah,
is what you're
it
saying.
can't mold because the rest of nature wants to ignore its existence.
So that's just like they just do they not have butter or they just choose
That's just one of the staples there
Yeah.
for packing in your calories.
I like the full circle moment we bring back the butter. Just-
thing always comes back to butter with Ian.
Yeah,
And I
it's-
can't get him to stop talking about it on the channel. Every day it's butter this,
It's becoming
butter
obsession.
that. Got a
Yeah.
new shampoo, it's made of butter. And
Yeah, it keeps your
enough,
skin just silky smooth and
Yeah.
buttery.
butter deodorant, butter sunscreen
he just like oils himself in butter before the day.
daily.
So
Yeah.
it's definitely the secret to good skincare these days. I would say, yeah, you can't
Smart.
go wrong. Mhm.
Oh,
Get a nice bronze going on.
Yeah, exactly.
yeah. I also see you saw a new Superman movie. So do you guys like it? Or
I thought it was great.
Yeah, I liked it. I'm like notorious for being a superhero movie hater. I like don't love the MCU. I've
didn't
not
even like
watched much of
Endgame?
the.
Oh,
No, I do. I think there are exceptions. I think actually Infinity War.
not even. I was about to say
it's
not even
probably-
Spider-Man 2. Film's a
Love
classic.
the Spider-Man OG trilogy. Sam Raimi is excellent. The first Iron Man, amazing. I think they
You're
just kind
you're
of
just
lost the
picky.
plot
I hear
at
you.
some point.
I hear you. I hear you.
Yeah, they lost the plot at a certain point when they were like, "Oh, I know what we need to do: put out 10 movies a year." It's just like, and then the quality tanked. And to me, I think what makes Infinity War and Endgame so good are Thanos, and I think a lot of the MCU is missing compelling villains, and that's why I just don't find myself caring as much. But I did like Superman. Surprisingly, I thought it was a good time. I had some problems with it, but overall, I had a good time, and I think it was a good. I thought he was a great Superman for casting. It's my first Superman movie ever, so it was kind of fun to see, and I thought they casted him As someone that's not read any Superman, I just know of the character. I think they cast him perfectly.
Yeah, it was really good. I honestly, I don't know if this. I don't think this would be considered controversial, but I honestly think that Lex Luthor with Nicole, I think, has some of the best monologues of superhero movies, certainly in the last decade.
Mhm.
Like the Lex Luthor monologues were phenomenal.
I enjoyed his last one where
Yeah.
he's basically like telling Superman why he hates him and he
Yeah.
sucks and
Yeah.
It's just
I'm gonna
it's
beat
so
your ass.
good.
Even
It
though
felt
it's
very
this
natural.
clone.
It felt very natural. It wasn't just like this like shoved in monologue. It was really good.
Yeah.
No, I thought they did a phenomenal job. And I love
I
being
like how he just
off in
goes
the
like, you
middle
know
of it.
what? I know this is stupid.
Yep.
But I've dedicated. I'm a dedicated hater. I'm like, I like that. I love that.
I like it too. Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah, I thought he was really compelling. I did find the like control room. I won't get into spoilers, but like the control room people to be a little just like the movie opens, right?
Yeah.
It opens with them having just fought Superman, and then he comes back to fight again. And so he's going through all the moves, and he's like A1, B7. It's like we as the audience are learning that this is how Lex Luthor operates.
Mhm.
And then it cuts to like two of the people in the control room, and he's like, "Wow, how's he do that?" And he's like, "He's been studying his moves for forever long." He's like, "He's got 137 moves." I'm like, "Why are you guys talking about this? Didn't you just do this? Like, didn't you go through like a vetting
that was a
process to
little
get this
awkward.
position?"
I didn't.
Well, you gotta remember that's the intern though, Matt. Okay, so they
Yeah.
gotta give him a hard time. They gotta teach him what's going on. They gotta make him pick up
They
all the
just did it.
pencils. He's
Just
gotta go
did
get the
it.
coffee.
Yeah. I did find that a little silly, but I did like Lex a lot and
Yeah.
Superman. So, and I liked Lois Lane a lot as well.
hmm
Thought she was good. I thought it was ballsy for them to put in like a 15-minute dialogue heavy argument scene, and I thought that was one of the best scenes in the movie.
Mhm.
Personally, I really liked it.
I will say Matt went to go see it first. Was like actually enjoyed it. Wrote a review and I was like, that's great. I can't wait to watch it when it comes out on streaming. And then I looked into it and I saw that Nathan Fillion was playing Guy Gardner. I was like, I looked at Bridget. I was like, okay, we're gonna go see it.
We gotta go.
Yeah. I was like, we got Guy Gardner and Nathan Fillion's playing Guy Gardner. Like, this is gonna be the most fun a-hole of a Green Lantern we've ever had on screen.
His hair's blonde instead of red. I don't know why,
Yep.
but whatever. It's
I'd never heard of
worked
him.
so well.
The character at least,
Mhm.
but I did find him great.
Mhm.
He was a fun character.
I liked Mr. Terrific a lot.
Oh
Yep.
yeah, he was great. Yeah, had very cool scenes with him, and the dog was good.
I like the dog.
You know,
Dog was
you can't not like a dog. You can't not like the dog.
Yeah,
It's
I think-
almost cheating at this point to throw in a
Yeah.
dog, a
Yeah.
cute dog into a movie.
That's how we make the audience. There's all Alan Tudyk, playing another
I know, playing another robot.
character where you can't see the face of Alan Tudyk.
Yeah, it's Alan Tudyk, man.
Yep.
What can't that man do?
That's just his thing now. Apparently, he was the robot in iRobot.
He was?
Yeah, he was the robot in iRobot, and when they did testings with his name on it, he got so much attention. I guess Will Smith. By the way, this is just what I read on the internet, so who knows? But apparently, like during testing, it was so successful with his name that Will Smith was like, "You got to take his name off it. You got to take his name off it." So he's like not credited,
Bruh.
according to him. According to the internet, according to him. So I've not done my research, but because it's on the internet,
Will
it's fact.
Smith is so freaking weird, man. Like,
What a downfall for that man. Like,
did you see
what
his
a
recent
character arc.
freestyle? Like, it was embarrassing. Like, it was.
He's doing like the AI crowds and stuff. Yeah.
Yeah,
I
what a
loved
fall
Will
from
Smith when I was
grace.
younger. I
Mhm.
love Fresh Prince, and
Mhm.
the slap. That was the moment. That was the defining moment of that man's career. It really
No,
was.
I think it was. I think it was getting cucked by Jada.
Yeah, that too.
Jada.
You're right. That was the first. The first.
That was the
moment.
first. That was the first nail, and then he slapped Chris. Then he slapped Chris Rock and looked like even more of a bitch. And then it was like, yeah, it's over. So, sorry.
Did you watch? Like, I remember watching that live and just being like, "Oh, is this like a weird like? Was this scripted? Like, it was
That was my
so
perspective,
crazy
too.
that it was just like this. It must be scripted." But no.
I ended up watching it on Twitter. I was like, "Yo, that literally happened!" Like,
it
he just
is
like
one of
walked
those,
up and just slapped him in the face and walked
yeah.
back to the
And Chris,
chair.
honestly, like props to Chris. It was Chris Rock, right?
Yeah.
Props to him. He handled it like an absolute champ. Like,
Yeah, he's just like, dude, what
moved
are you
on and-
doing? It was,
Yeah, I mean, I
wasn't
think
even
he was
trying
just in
that hard.
shock, like everyone else. He was just like, "Did you seriously just walk up here and slap me?"
He didn't even
Like, in
punch him
front of
either.
the-
He just slapped him in the face. Like, what kind of bitch move is that? Like,
I know, yeah. What a crazy thing.
that was a crazy turn of events. And then after that, just that was brutal.
Yeah, now he's back to rapping, and I mean, I've not actually listened to it, but I'm sure it's not really. I'm sure it's not great. I'm sure it's not good, but it's probably not as bad as he's getting, dunked on for. But it's just like, dude, read the room. Like, it's not the time to come back with a rap career. You're just gonna get memed on.
Bro, it would be so easy to just meme on him in a rap battle. Just be like, "Oh, you got cucked
gosh.
by your wife," and then it would win the rap battle.
That's
know?
it. Yeah. he cut to sad Will Smith with
Yeah.
a tear rolling down his cheek. Yeah.
Oh man, that's
Poor Witty.
what a mess that is. So like, what made you want to put like Ginger Snaps and Superman together? Because it's like, were they just two movies you watched recently?
Yeah.
And you're just like,
My brother and I are huge horror fans, and so I have a Shudder. I don't know if you've heard of Shudder.
I've heard of Shudder. Yeah, I don't use
streaming network exclusively for horror movies, and so I paid for a year, and I was like, let's use it. I want to do movie club, and he and I go see movies and talk about them anyways, and so like that was our goal. Was like we're gonna choose one movie and rotate, and it was Ginger Snaps, and then we both just happened to see Superman. It's like, you want to just talk about this too, and since then we've done like 2 to 3 movies because we just both watch a lot of movies, so it's fun to talk about. Yeah, that was the pairing.
So Ian, did you watch Ginger Snaps?
I have not watched Ginger Snaps.
Oh.
There are select horror movies I definitely need to jump into. I'm not as big of a horror buff as Matt and Pat are, and so it's been really awesome with them watching those movies, going to talk about it, and then I can kind of listen to it and be like, okay, I'll watch that one. I'm not sure about this one.
Yeah, so you listened in on our talk about. Did you listen to Ginger Snaps or the one after that?
I think it was the one after that. I jumped into the Twitch chat, or the YouTube chat, and was listening in. Because there was one in there that I was like, nope, we're probably not going to see this one. Was like body horror. I think there was definitely a strong element of body horror. I think that's what it was.
Remember what it was.
It was just very weird.
Possession and Climax and.
It was Climax. It was
Daddy's
Climax.
head.
Oh gosh, yeah, that was funny listening to. But no, maybe it wasn't body horror per se, but Climax I think was the one.
Yeah.
Where I was like, this is like horror and artsy, and I don't think I'm going to get either of those two themes.
Yeah.
Going on with this film, so we'll probably skip this one.
Yeah, I think you'd probably appreciate it, but probably not for you. Are you a horror fan, Britton?
I enjoy me some horror movies. Yeah, I like The Thing.
Oh yeah.
Mm-hmm. Okay, that's classic.
Thing's classic.
Yeah.
Did you see Weapons?
Weapons? Oh, I haven't seen Weapons yet. I've been kind of I haven't watched Barbarian either. I think that's the same guy who did Weapons. I haven't watched either of them, but I've heard Weapons is pretty crazy.
Weapons is very, very good. It's my movie of the year right now. That's what we're talking about. That my brother and I this week, and I'm very excited. But yeah, if you love horror, it's super good. Nice blend of comedy in there as well. Same with Barbarian. It's got some comedy elements because the director. I never watched The Whitest Kids You Know, but like I know of it, and it's kind of like a Jordan Peele thing. Went from like sketch comedy to horror movies.
What's up with all these sketch? What's up with all these sketch comedy people doing horror? Like
I don't know, but it translates really well. Like that transition it just works for some reason, and I'm here for it.
I'm big into Get Out. I also really like Nope. I thought Us was good, but I was kind of like, I don't know how I feel about the twist at the end of Us. But
yeah, Us was like one of the best trailers I've ever watched. Yeah, I was so excited. And then it just was like kind of like, I mean, I I'll always appreciate a horror movie that's like taking risks, and it wasn't just like a typical cliche slasher like a Blumhouse where it's just jump scares all the time. So I appreciate it for that, but yeah, I think that's probably my
But
least
Nope
favorite
was
of
just
his
like
three.
I like Get Out a little more, but like I think Nope is like his best film that I've watched so far.
I agree. Yeah, I like Get Out more. Nope's a better like production and just better film.
Also, it's so well shot. Oh my god,
It's so well shot. Yeah.
I'm sorry, Ian. I don't want to leave you out. We're just
No,
talking
you're
about
good.
horror movies
I
here.
love listening to it. I've seen, and actually, it's funny because Nope is the only one of those I've seen. But I was just like, I had such a good time watching it. That's what actually got me excited to like want to watch the other ones. I was like, man, but I did hear that too. Where it was like a lot of people had ups and downs in terms of reviews, but there's a lot of consensus like Nope was really well shot and people really enjoyed it. I was like, I hope this is not be one of those cases where like I started on the cliff, like on the tip of the mountain, right? And it's just all downhill from here. But I think there's
you'll
other really
love
good
Get
ones.
Out.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think you'll really like Get Out. It's I'd be surprised if someone watched that and was like,
It's also like
"That's
also
bad."
fun. Like it's a fun
Yeah.
movie,
Mhm.
Like I enjoy it, but it's like it's good. I enjoy it. It's a fun film.
Yeah. This
I
is
can't,
It's also
really
very
impressive, dude.
satisfying towards the end. Just to I don't want to say warn you because that sounds bad, but like just to let you know, if you're not at least excited by the end of the movie, like
I
I
got
think you'll
you.
dig it.
Yeah, this is obviously in a separate genre, but you were talking about the sketch artist going into horror. But one of the movies that pretty much everyone in my family adore, and it was one of the movies my wife and I were always really big on when we were dating, was My Cousin Vinny.
oh yeah, that's a
And
good one. That's a good
one
one.
of the reviews for My Cousin Vinny, I think captured it so well, which is just the most essential thing for a great comedy is high stakes. Just like you have to have real stakes, and that's what adds to the comedic effect. So I'm really not surprised with like sketch artists moving into horror because it's just giving them an opportunity to really raise the stakes.
Yeah.
And then find the humor in those situations while also playing to the drama. It's just I feel like it works really, really well.
Yeah. Yeah, horror and comedy really are. It's just like a match made in heaven that it just shouldn't work, but it really does.
I mean, Evil Dead 2, man, it's certified
We were just talking
classic.
about that.
Yep.
Yeah.
I'm one of those weird guys that likes Evil Dead 1 more than 2.
Really, that's interesting.
Yeah. I don't know. There was just something about like Evil Dead 1, he wasn't trying to make it like that kind of fun. He was just trying to make a movie, and it ended up being one of those like, this isn't great, but like it's a lot of fun. And then 2, he was like, oh, you like that? I'm gonna make the same movie again and just lean into it, which is fun. I mean, I love them both, but I do like the
And
Army
Army of Darkness is even pretty good. It's a lot of fun.
Army of Darkness has some really good moments as well. That's really leaning.
I don't know if
into
Ian
it.
has seen any of these films. I hope
Yep,
so.
I have. I had a very I don't know that Matt and I talked about this very much, but I had a very interesting. There we go. If I can say the word interesting introduction. You can finally get the words out to horror.
Butter.
It was so much butter.
Butter
See, this is
again?
what it's traumatized me. No. So my dad was notorious for my dad watched all kinds of movies, and he's like notorious for it has to be either amazing or terrible. It cannot be in between. And he's also notorious for just like whatever he puts on is just there. And so I watched like way too many radar movies at way too young of an age. I think I was like 10 when I watched my first full season of 24 with just like, just going around, just Kiefer just going around torturing people, just like, where are the nukes?
Where is she?
But
Where's
when I
Rachel?
was, I think I was like maybe 8 or 9. I must have been because I don't think we had our lake house yet. We built our lake house when I was 10, and so I woke up in the middle of the night and my dad was up late as he usually was watching the Tooth Fairy. I think is what it was called, the Tooth Fairy, and it was a horror film. And so I was just like, "Hey, Dad, what are you watching?" And he's like, "Yeah, I'm just watching this movie called The Tooth Fairy." I was like, "I can't sleep." He's, "Yeah, that's okay. You want to just sit down?" So I watched this movie. I'm like, "What is this movie?" And it's just like this like demon like preying on children, and they like get rid of it with a lighthouse. And I just like I still have this one scene, just this like wraith like creature.
Dude, that
And-
scene terrified me
Yeah.
as a kid.
my dad was like, "Well, that didn't go over so well. I probably shouldn't have let my 8-year-old watch this." So here's what we're gonna do: we're just gonna get my son to watch all the scary movies, as in like scary movie like 1, 2, 3, 4.
Oh,
And that
actual scary
yeah,
movie.
the actual scary movie. That will cure him of the problems that he has with horror films.
Jeez. There's probably. I mean, Scary Movie 3's got some
I
scary
I went back
visuals.
and
I feel
watched.
like.
I went back and watched Scary Movie 3 when I got into high school, and I actually really like Scary Movie 3. I think at this point it'd be more nostalgic than anything.
Yeah.
I have a
But
guilty
yeah,
pleasure spot for like Scary
yes.
Movie 2.
Mhm.
Tim Curry's in it, and he's great.
Yeah. I think they're making a new one, and I think the Wayne brothers are back, and I think they got oh my gosh, who's the Cindy? Whoever plays
I
Cindy?
think it's
can't remember
Anna
her name.
Karis.
Yeah. She's back as well, supposedly. Again, internet. I know I don't I don't fact check at all. I just take everything at face value. So I'm pretty smart.
Yeah, no.
Yep.
So
Well-
I've never even heard of this Tooth Fairy movie. I just remember that.
I think that's what it was
like
called.
I just remember it's like When Darkness Falls or something.
Maybe it's When Darkness Falls, but the creature is like called like the Tooth Fairy.
Yeah.
I just
Yeah.
remember I just remember this. I remember it being a dumb like Dwayne the Rock Johnson movie.
Which one?
Tooth Fairy. It's a movie.
Oh, there was
Oh,
that.
yeah.
This is not. That's horror. It's a horror, and it's a different way,
In
right?
its own way.
Yeah, it's right. But no. This. Yeah, I
Yes.
think it's right. When Darkness
It's called
Falls.
It's just called Darkness
Darkness
Falls.
Falls, yeah.
Because
But the creature is a Tooth Fairy.
Yeah. I know
so-
exactly what scene you're talking about because I watched that with my brother too young, and he was always he loved horror from a young age, and I was very scared of horror for much longer than he was, and so of course my brother terrorized me. It's hilarious. Like we shared a room, and he always like would put music on going to bed, and so if I stayed up later than him, I remember going in and he'd have like it was old school, a Zune instead of an iPod because he
Oh, I
was
remember
cool
that.
like that.
Yeah.
And like a speaker, and like I walked in one night and like the Exorcist music was playing.
Oh God.
Yeah, and I'm like, oh, it's he's just favorited it. It's on his like playlist, and so I'm like creeping over to bed, and he's just like, and I'm like, oh my God, like just terrorize me. Yeah, he made me watch Pet Cemetery when I was too young, and
Sometimes
but now I love
better.
horror. Sometimes the red. Yeah, we
I
just
know.
we all did like a Pet Cemetery read. I can't. Did you watch the? And then we watched it. We all watched it afterwards. But I don't know. The movie's fun. It's not great. It's not great. But the book is great.
I remember liking the older one fine.
Yeah. The new one's just awful. But the old one is fun at least. I mean, Zelda in the old Pet Cemetery movie
Isn't that the
is
cat?
one of the scare. No, it's like the sister with scoliosis.
Oh yeah.
Rachel. Oh man, it like
Oh yeah, I forgot.
it's like one of the single scariest things I've ever witnessed in my life. It is just imprinted on my mind.
I just remember that cat, and they bring it back to life, and it's all like,
Yeah, it's
what an
hissing and
asshole.
stuff. Yeah,
It just turns the cat into an asshole, you know?
yeah. That's all the cemetery really does.
Like the kid's like this psychotic maniac, and like here's the cat, it's just being an ass, and it's like, yeah, it's just a normal cat. What are you gonna do?
Just a cat. Yeah, it's just me and a cat. Just looks a little dirty.
Yeah, pretty much. I love when he grabs it and just gives it the lethal. I hate to say it like this. Don't take this out of context. But like when he just has it, and he just freaking picks it up and just shoots it with a lethal
Britton
injection.
hates animals. You heard it here. He hates pets.
Don't clip this.
Yeah. No, yeah, that part is it is pretty crazy.
Yeah, and he's like, "Sorry, son." He just jacks him. I'm like, "Oh, that's terrible."
Yeah. It is pretty wild.
Yeah, it's fun that you mentioned the thing earlier because we didn't do a review of this, but about a year ago now was the first time we ever did Movie Club, and it was The Thing, and that was as a way to kind of spark off our horror season because we always start spooky season basically like August 1st, and so that was
So you're
that
full
was kind
swing
of,
into it now.
Yep, playing a lot of games, obviously the movies. Books not so much, just because we've been going really hard on Malazan, but yeah, no, a lot of I picked up a lot of new games on Steam. with that are all horror themed, and playing some of the favorites I didn't get to finish last season. So like Soma, that's the one I'm doing right now that I'm really excited to finally finish.
Soma's great. I'm surprised
Yeah.
more readers haven't played Soma, because it really is.
Yeah,
It's almost
I
like a
played
narrative.
Soma years ago, and I remember really enjoying it. I need to get
The
that
story
again.
is so good, and it's got the ending is. It's one of those. It's like the Dark Tower, where it's just like I'll never forget the ending of that game. Like it just is very, very impactful.
I also love that, especially through games, I'll get this like awareness sometimes, especially after the fact, where because games is very interactive medium, right? Where you're just like, and with Soma being kind of open, where you can like grab drawers and like open things, and I'll have these moments where I'll be like, am I now that character in the movie that I would be ranting at? Like, you dumb idiot! Why would it be in the trash can? Why are you rifling through the drawers? Like
a noise. I should go check it out. And you're like, no, don't go check it out.
Yeah, I'm like, I'm now that guy. Like,
Yeah.
Yeah, I remember playing Dead Space, which I'm like, bro, this would be the greatest Alien game of all time if they had just turned this into an Alien game, to be honest. But
Dead Space is really good.
Yeah, it's fun.
Did you ever do Alien Isolation?
No, but I've heard it's fun.
Ooh. Yeah, that's one of the scariest games I've ever played.
I've heard it's stressful, like trying to hide from the xenomorph.
It really is, yeah. It's unfair. I mean, like it.
So it's
like
it's
the
broken.
smartest AI that it actually. It's like touted as one of the best AI creature design. That like can adapt to what you're using. If you're using a certain tool a lot, it learns it, and then you're not going to be able to use it as effectively for the rest of the game, and it hunts you down. It's terrifying.
You don't have any guns or anything?
No, if it catches you, you're done. You can hide, or you can distract it. Really, I mean that's really your option. Is like you throw a pipe bomb down the hallway, or like firecrackers, and it starts going off, and you hear the footsteps run. You just take off. But yeah, you can't fight it. It's a xenomorph. You can't fight it.
That sounds stressful, man.
It's very stressful, but great time. If you like horror games.
Yeah, I have a friends who like what's that game? PewDiePie used to play it back in the day. Like Dark Amnesia, isn't it?
Oh, Amnesia, yeah.
Amnesia is amazing.
I've not played that
really
one.
Good. There's a couple of them now. I've played, I think 2 of them, but the newest one, The Bunker, I've heard that one is one of the scariest games of all time. So I'm probably gonna play that one this year. I'm scared.
But yeah, no, Thing is my favorite horror movie. I've seen it a bunch of times, and it still freaks me out to this day. Like I don't know how it does. I don't know how it does it. I just get all wigged out when I watch it again, especially when I watch it at night. I just like walk outside. I'll be like just hanging out. I'll just look down at my cat, and she'll look at me, and I'll be like, I don't know.
Yeah. You get your lethal injection out.
Might need a flamethrower for that.
Yeah.
That motherfucker.
I do wonder a lot about the people who had to make all the effects, because I mean that was a different time, right? There's no CGI to just like add in all the elements on the green screen behind the characters. Like they had to make all of that by hand, the heads, the creatures. I'm sure there were people that were super into it.
Noises and the whales and the crap. I'm just like, oh my gosh, it's just like it gets under your skin, man. I don't know what it is.
The testing scene in that movie is iconic.
Yeah,
and they're like testing, all standing around testing each other to see, like testing their blood.
Oh yeah, that's a great scene. And then they like get all messed up, and they're trying to like get all scared, and they're trying to. He's like, I know you gentlemen have been through a lot, but if you put in the time, I would rather not spend the rest of this winter tied to this fucking town.
Yeah,
this is fantastic. Greatest film ever.
Man. It is like a top. It'd probably be in my top 5 if I had to make a horror list. It's super rewatchable too. Like, it's just fun it's just a fun watch.
It's like, so who's the thing at the end of the movie?
I know, it's such a good ending too. Like, it's just another one of those. Like,
I don't think
I wouldn't have it any other
either
way.
of them are things, but that's the whole point. It's like you don't know.
You don't know. It doesn't really matter because they're probably both not making it there in the weather.
So how about we wait here for a while? It looks like he's frozen to death.
Yeah.
It's like, damn, dude.
Great ending.
Did you watch the 2011, which is basically what happened at the Norwegian base?
I did when it first came out, but honestly, like to me, it wasn't very memorable.
Mm.
Who's the actor, the lead in it? She's from Scott Pilgrim. What's her name?
Her name's like Mary Elizabeth Winstead, I think.
Yes. Yep. She was the lead, right? Is
Yeah,
that the
yeah,
one you're
yeah,
talking
yeah,
about?
yeah. Joel Edgerton's in it. He has a
Yeah.
great American accent, by the way. Like, he's been in a couple movies. I'm like, that dude's Australian? Oh, shit. You know?
Yeah, it's one of those you just don't even know.
It's like when
You
I
watch
don't know
an
if,
interview and you're like,
I
wait,
don't know
what?
if you've watched A Band of Brothers, but the main character in that is a guy
Yep.
called Winters. He's played by an English dude, and it's like, it just threw me off when I heard his English accent. I'm like, that is insane. It's a great actor.
I feel
right
like
there.
English people are better at more convincing to me at doing American accents, that they can just pull it off and convince me, than when I watch Americans try and do British
Mhm.
accents. They're not as good at it most of the
Mhm.
time.
Unless you're like
That's what I
James
hear a lot, too.
Marsters.
Which one?
James
Who?
Marsters. He's in Torchwood.
Was James?
He was
Mars?
Spike.
I don't know if
He was Spike in Buffy the Vampire Slayer.
Oh, yeah. Okay, yeah, there you go.
Yeah.
Dang. But my
That's-
girlfriend loves Buffy.
Mhm.
I watched it a long time ago, but she like
I've never watched
rewatches
Buffy.
it.
I just know it from like pop culture. You know.
Yeah, it's good. It's pretty good.
Yeah,
Pedro, you get to see very young Pedro Pascal.
Mhm.
Really? He's
Little
in
baby
it? I didn't know
Pedro.
that.
Yeah, barely. He's in like one episode.
Bro, I
He's
don't get
super
I don't
young.
get this bizarre hate towards like
Pedro.
Pedro Pascal. Like everyone's like people are hating on him right now. I don't get it. Like,
I gotta say, I'm super happy for him. It's like the Keanu Reeves effect for me. I think he seems like a great dude. I totally understand why he's just, he's like 50. He's finally hit the spotlight. Run with it. I get it. I'm happy for you. But I also I don't think he's the best actor. I think he's fine. I think he's fine. He's never really wowed me in anything that I can think of.
I thought he was fantastic in Game of Thrones.
I haven't seen Game of Thrones, so that is that might be why. That might be the one. But
He did good. He did good in Game of Thrones.
I watched. Well, I will say I watched that scene
Yeah.
because this is before I got into reading, and my brother was telling me about it. And he's like, "Are you gonna watch it?" I'm like, "Nah, I'm not gonna watch it." He's like, "Just watch the scene. It's worth it." And so I did watch the scene. It was a great scene.
And then he like pops his head like a cherry. You're like, damn, dude.
Yeah, he's just like screaming bloody murder. It's,
Mm.
it's very tense.
Now I don't know if this would still be the case, but when I used to go to Gen Cons like when I was in college, like 2014, 2015, 2016 was going to Gen Cons, and Buffy was still like everyone was going crazy about everything Buffy. It was just like this, this was the writer for Buffy. This was a producer from Buffy. This was an actress from Buffy. I was like, how old is this show now? I mean, I grew up on Buffy as well because my sister loved Buffy the Vampire Slayer. I was like, man, this is crazy. And I think like I still saw something for like the Oklahoma Comic Con where it still features like this person was in Buffy, like just the other week.
Yeah,
I'm like,
cult
man,
following, man. It
is.
Yeah, it's a good show. Iconic characters.
I mean, I met James Marsters. I'm like, hey man, big fan of Torchwood, and he just had the light went on in his face. He's like, oh, I love that show too. That was so good.
He's probably used to only hearing Buffy.
Like Buffy and
Thank
Dresden,
God.
and that's about it.
Oh, was he in the Dresden show?
No, he's the audiobook narrator for Dresden.
Oh,
Files.
okay.
Mhm.
That's fun.
There was a Dresden Files TV show, and it only got one season. And
Yeah, I've heard-
Apparently, it's
I always
horrific.
wanted more.
Yeah.
Yeah, it didn't Firefly, man. I wanted more of both of them. We just never got it.
Also done by Joss Whedon, who did Buffy Vampire Slayer.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Cabin in the Woods. The Avengers. And then he
Mhm.
kind of fell off there. Had some
Made the made the Justice League, the really bad Justice League cut. People were like,
Yeah.
"Hey, this guy's kind of a dickhead."
he's kind of like real gross towards women and stuff. And it's
Yeah.
just like, yeah, it's
You're
not
like,
good.
that's
So
not
it's-
good.
By Joss. I mean, man, I really like Joss Whedon's sense of humor, I will say. And that's what it is in the Avengers, but oh my gosh. That was like the inciting incident that every character in the MCU has just become Iron Man. They all make the same jokes, and every character is the same now. It's that Joss Whedon humor, which works really well. But when every character has it, I'm like, oh, it's another one.
Yeah, Joss Whedon he kind of ruined superhero movies for a while.
Yeah, I mean, yeah.
Just
I got a question. Do you think so? You loved Endgame and you love
Let me grab my
Infinity
water.
War. What do you think Doomsday is gonna? I mean, there's a lot of hype. It's like make it or break it, right? This is their shot. They put all their money to it. They got the old directors back. They got Robert Downey Jr. back. Do you think it's gonna be good?
excuse me. I think it's gonna be kind of a clusterfuck, to be honest with you. It's gonna be like a massive shit show.
Apparently, there are some actors that are like, I've wrapped filming, and the script is not done yet. I'm like, what do you mean they've wrapped their part and they've not finished the
It's
script?
literally turning into Apocalypse Now. You know,
That's crazy to me.
Ooh.
which is a great movie, by the way, but it was an absolute nightmare to make from all accounts. They even made a documentary on it.
That is one that I've never seen. I need to watch it. It is on my list.
It's my favorite war movie of all time. So there you go.
Dang,
There's your
okay.
recommendation.
Over like Saving Private Ryan.
I can't handle the knife scene and Saving Private Ryan. I'm just like, nope, that's some fucking serial killer shit right there. He's like, it's all right, just. I'm like, no, what? It's so bad. It's so wrong. It's so messed up.
It's been a long time since I've seen. I'm not huge into like war as like a just war content, I guess. It's not something I would usually choose to put on,
but yeah, no, oh man, yeah. I was about to say, I don't know how you forget that scene once you watch it.
It's probably, I mean, it's probably been almost 20 years since I've seen it, which is crazy. And I have a terrible memory, like a scary, terrible memory.
Well, you remember Dark Tower, hopefully, like.
Well, yeah, I also read it last year, so yeah.
So, like, what'd you think of the big robot bears? Like,
I like it. To me, it's just like it's Stephen King. Like, I'm here for whatever you want to put on the page.
Ian, there are giant robot bears, and
That's fine.
Ian doesn't care about spoilers.
No, spoilers don't bother me at all. Like 0%.
Which is crazy. Yeah, you'll like hear spoilers and then consume the content afterwards.
I still love it.
Yeah, no, yeah. I mean, it's awesome, but you're a freak.
Dude, I was so many things are just all about the journey.
Listen to spoiler talks.
Yeah, that's exactly.
Paint a good picture of you on here. People are like, "Who's this Ian guy's professor?" And he just eats butter all the time. And...
Yeah, that's for all those that are interested in going to University of Tulsa, if there are any high schoolers watching this, that's not what it is. For all the adults who get it, is just whatever. But butter your books. It always helps you save the page.
Ew. No.
Oh.
Do you have any hobbies outside of reading, Britton?
Let me see. I collect quarters. I like collecting quarters.
Oh, nice.
Okay. Like do you have like the state quarters?
Yeah.
Nice.
I picked up from my grandma.
Nice.
I also like football. College football finally came back on, so I follow that pretty avidly.
Nice.
And I don't know what you guys are. I don't know if you guys are like into sports or not. I like music.
Yeah. Yeah, we do. I would say I've transitioned more into being into NFL just because I play fantasy.
Oh yeah,
that's really pushed me into watching the NFL more. But I watch my brother and I went to UCF, so we tend to watch that. And I mean, I just like good football, honestly.
That's true.
If it's an exciting game,
team you follow
I'll watch
in NFL?
What's that?
Do you have a team in particular you follow in the NFL, or just kind of
the Panthers?
Oh God!
Only because like there was that Super Bowl many years ago where the Patriots and the Panthers played, and I was just young, and my brother was like, I like the Patriots, and I was like, well, then I like the Panthers. And then
You traumatized me with The Exorcist. You deserve this.
yes, I chose the wrong team because the Patriots went on to win like 8 Super Bowls, and the Panthers showed up to 1. Yeah, but I do love the Panthers colors. I got to say that blue and silver and black, it's nice.
Ian, would you say you like any sports, or are you just kind of like?
I was a bit, kind of the black sheep. I was not a big sports fan. You know, I know you got the OU Sooners in the background there. All my family bled orange. I was the exception. I went to University of Tulsa where I now teach. So I got to one side of the family's all OU, the other side of the family's all OSU, and I just kind of bowed out of that particular conflict.
It's like, I'm Tulsa. They're like, what?
Boo.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, bowing out of that conflict just makes everyone team up against you. It doesn't actually help you stay out of the conflict. But yeah, I was just never that big of a sports fan, so I always just played a lot of video games. But then I got into swimming, and then I started playing a lot of Ultimate when I got into college. I played a lot of Ultimate Frisbee, and I still play that. And frankly, that's like my favorite sport of all time. And I do not believe there is a better sport than Ultimate Frisbee, frankly, and that's very controversial. But you
play Frisbee golf? You ever play Frisbee golf?
I do play Frisbee golf, not as often.
I was about to say, there's a Frisbee golf course by my grandmother's house.
Yeah, and there's several. Like, there's actually one just like 10 minutes from my house that it's funny. I don't get to play very much, but I am the faculty sponsor for our Frisbee golf team at the University of Tulsa.
They're spreading you thin, man.
Please, we need
somebody. They showed up at my office one day, and they're like, "You're the only professor that knows what a Frisbee is. Can you be the sponsor?" I was like, "Yeah, this sounds great." I'm like in their group me, like, so I know what they're playing. I'm like, I really should just go join them one of these days and show them how bad I am at Frisbee golf.
Frisbee golf was hard, man. It's hard.
It's tough.
I also play
wife's
golf
family
from time to time with my parents, usually when it's warmer
great.
Outside.
Mm-hmm.
I like putt-putt golf.
I used to not like golf, but then I started hitting the balls. I'm like, you know what? I kind of like golf. It is
super cathartic.
It is a pain to play, though, man. Like,
I can't play regular golf. I've tried. It's just like I just lose the ball. It's just
it's okay to lose
right there. It's an adventure.
Yeah, holding up everyone on the golf course. I'm like, I'm sorry.
My grandpa is he's 90. He still golfs. I mean, he's crazy.
Wow, good for him.
But he's gotten like some of the craziest like I don't know what it is. If I go golf, I enjoy it, but it's like super boring. But if I go golf with my grandpa, wild things ensue. Like I've like been in a golf cart honking a boar while golfing. I've gotten charged down by a boar. I hit a ball into a mountain lion. I added one of my golf balls to a collection of alligator eggs. Like, it's just wild things happen if I'm ever golfing with my grandpa. Yeah, like there was one time I was on the back of the golf cart thinking I was safe, and we were driving on the golf cart, and then like some boar came out. I just got off the golf cart. I'm like, I'm done. We're leaving. It's third hole. We're calling
so
it.
many animals on this golf course.
Hey, there are deer at the golf course I've gone to. So
it's like a watering hole. Yeah.
The alligator one was in Florida.
Makes sense.
So, which makes sense. Yeah. I think there may have also been one in Louisiana. I can't remember if that was in Louisiana. The other ones were all Arizona, and just wild collection. I had one drive. It was like, I don't know, downhill. So we had a really good view of the course, and I could hear it. You could hear it pop off the tree. And I'm like, okay, let's go. My ball's in the middle of the fairway. And my grandpa's like, nope. And like, we could see it. There's just a mama mountain lion hanging on that tree. And my ball just landed right into a bunch of cubs. Oh. We're like, we'll come back later.
Yeah, we're just gonna have to mark that as an albatross.
I think I should get an auto hole-in-one, right? Yeah, I mean, just the miraculousness of all of these animals. It's like Lion King every time I go golfing.
Yeah, I would say it sounds wild.
Just like run into one day you'll just run into Mufasa trying to explain things like, hey, I'm trying to teach my son about the circle of life here. What are you doing?
You deliberately disobeyed me.
Yeah. And I want to be clear, I do not golf well. I just have all of these animals that assist me in having an excuse to leave the course.
Yeah, there you go. I gotta know, Britton, to real quick to bring us back to college football. I think Dylan Gabriel went to OU, right?
He did OU for like 2 years. Yeah. Now he's at the Browns, which oh god,
I hate Dylan Gabriel.
Oh yeah,
he screwed over UCF. He's like, I'm staying. I'm here for good. And then he made like socks And then it was like, see ya, I'm going to OU. And there's just like, you suck, come on. Like, yeah, I mean, I think he's objectively pretty talented. Yeah, I saw he's on the Browns fighting for that job, but I'll hold a grudge. He abandoned us. He abandoned us. It happens all the time. UCF. We're just not it. I did see Bill Belichick got his ass handed to him
Yeah. I was like,
last night.
damn, I thought college football was easier to do than the coach than NFL. Damn.
I saw it was the most he's ever lost a game.
Oh.
Yeah. Not even his 16-year-old wife will fix that. Or however old she is. Too young was the point. Too young. I think she's like early 20s or something gross.
Well, you know, I'm actually hoping to read in about 30 minutes. So I know you said you had like an hour and a half to hang out.
Yeah.
So
bye.
I did want to ask before you left. So how did you guys actually meet? Because I was going to ask you earlier on, and we just kind of got sidetracked with Dark Tower and talk.
I can take this one. So
It's really cute.
Yeah. We saw each other from afar.
Yeah.
There was stars in the sky.
He was eating butter.
Yeah, this is like the perfect setup for like a Ryan Reynolds film. But no, so I played card games competitively for a long time. Played Magic the Gathering, and then got into Flesh and Blood, and so I got to travel on the Pro Tour for Flesh and Blood, and it was having a lot of fun with it. And so I had met some mutual friends of ours. I hadn't met Matt yet, I met some friends of Matt's that I'd gotten close to, and we wanted to put the Discord together so we could keep up with our practice, because we were playing together, traveling together, practicing together. And then we got to travel to New Jersey for the first ever Pro Tour event, which is super exciting. And after I got back, I was like, one thing that'd also be really cool as we were spending all this time practicing is like, it'd be fun to have like a palate cleanser, right? Like I love card games, but I like it at some point to like do something that's not just to prepare for the next Pro Tour event. And so our friend was like, yeah, that sounds great. Like I know some great people from Austin and in Texas and the area who love board games, and let's just get them in the Discord. So we just started sending out a whole bunch of invites to our friends. And so one of the first people that got invited was Matt. And so I think the first game that I got to play with you, Matt, was actually Marvel Champions. If I remember correctly, you actually introduced me to that game, and this was the first time I played Marvel Champions. This is like 2023, I think, spring of 2023. I loved that game. I was like, man, we got to play some more board games. And then Matt gave me a hard time about the same thing he still gives me a hard time about, which is like going super deep into games. He taught me Marvel Champs, and then he taught me Cthulhu Death May Die. And I would not let him play anything else for like a month. I was like, no, it must be. And then there'd be times where Matt's like, I got 15 more minutes. I'm like, you know what we could do?
We could knock out a game real quick. I'm like, no, we can't. No, we can't.
And so we just started playing games a lot. And then I was I was married at the time. My wife and I were having kids, and I was in the middle of a PhD program.
Wait, so you're not married now?
No. I'm still married. I have more kids. I have 4 kids now.
Oh.
I was only at 1 at the time, or 2 at the time. You lose track at a certain point. But I was working my PhD, and it hit that point, like make it or break it, where it's like, okay, we got to get this done. And a lot of people who would tell you like working on a dissertation, like you just can't, like you can't do something competitive and serious. You do not have the time to be that serious. And so I was like, we can't be traveling, we can't be practicing, we got to just back away. And so I focused on the dissertation, and then when I needed a break, I'd play, like Matt got me into Overwatch 2, so we played some Overwatch 2. And so I started playing a lot more with Matt and with Jonesy and with Brooks and a lot of these guys you see on the channel, and I started playing a lot less Flesh and Blood until eventually it just kind of all fell off. And so, over time that just solidified a really great friendship, and I got to go travel, and I started spending the travel time seeing them and playing games with them and spending weekends with them. And I had this day where I realized I had the first opportunity to jump back into Flesh and Blood, and I was like, would I rather spend money and prep weeks for these games I'm gonna play competitively and go through that experience, or would I just rather go spend a weekend with like Josh and Brooks and Matt? And I'm like, I'd rather just spend the weekend with Josh, Brooks, and Matt. So I was like, you know what, we're good. And yeah, and then we just started talking most days of the week, playing games most of the time, and just kept trying new things. And it's been absolutely awesome. Just two guys who ran into each other through a mutual friend who just both love so many games and books and movies, and just want to keep talking about everything we're playing. And so it's been really awesome.
Yeah, I'll give you my side of the story.
Yep.
Games.
Cool.
We met through games.
Fair enough. All right. Well, I'll let you guys go now. But before that, if you have any social media, feel free to share all that.
Yep, just our little channel, a Hobby Vomit, and yeah, we do movies, books, and games. We're not super consistent, but that's okay. That's really it. We're just chilling.
All right. Well, I hope you guys enjoyed this.
Yeah, dude, it was a blast. Thanks for having us
I
on.
had a great
thank
time,
you so much
actually.
for inviting us.
Well, and until next time, not really much else to say. See you guys later. Bye-bye.
Goodbye.
See you, Britton. Thanks again.